Fam over.
Fam over TV. It's your boy Thou, man. We back again. I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Sharing, liking, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. I got a special guest in here today. A very, very special guest. You know what I'm saying? The lovely, my sis. She's a very, very solid woman. Beautiful. Yayo, you know what I'm saying? The BullyChick. Y'all check her out, you know what I'm saying? Yayo, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Long time no see.
Right.
You looking good.
Yeah, you always looking good too. You looking good too, like always. You know what I'm saying? I'll be tapped in with you on your Instagram. See you going hard and everything. Keeping that body right.
Trying.
You doing a good job. You doing a good job.
Trying to stay young.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's start right here. Yayo, first of all.
Okay.
Where did Yayo come from? Like, can you explain that? Like, how did you get the name and where did it come from?
Okay, well, Yayo came. It's a funny story. Mm-hmm. I was in the car with my sister, and we were freestyling.
Yeah.
And I used to go, believe it or not, buy cocaine.
Okay.
Because I had cocaine white hair.
Oh, okay.
And I always was in the hair industry, and I used to just bleach the hell out my hair. Until it's white. And be like, your hair look like fish scales almost. You know what I mean? It just always. And then my dad died.
Okay.
And me and my sister was in the car just freestyling. And Bone Scanless and Jake the Flake was riding on Clio Road at Steve Car Wash.
Yeah.
Right at Steve. Steve had a car wash on
Salute to Steve,
Clio.
man.
Yeah, shout out to Steve.
Salute to Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Jake,
rest in peace, Bone, man.
Man, rest in peace. God. So we were just going through it, smoking weed at the car wash, reminiscing, going through it. We just lost our dad. And Bone and Jake pulled up like some angels. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jake. He's too much. But they pulled up, jumped in the car, and we drove on the 75 all freestyling. And Jake and Bone was like, why don't you, shorten it up a little bit? You look like some Yayo, because Malika, my sister, shout out to Endo, she always had that green. Like, that's what she do. I wasn't the smoker, you know what I mean? Okay. So Malika always had that green, and we were just smoking. And I think we drove on an accident, like to Pontiac or Detroit, just freestyling. Damn. And then Bone was like, man, I met Yayo and Endo, and people was like, who is that? Like, the two girls that look alike. That's when I met Bone.
Oh, okay.
A day before my father's funeral.
Oh, okay.
And I met Bone.
And that name stuck with you.
And it just been Yayo ever since.
All the hoods, everybody, they called you Yayo from there on out.
And they called me Yayo from there on out.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because now coming up in the hood, see, I'm from Dayton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew up off Dartmouth Mason. So, when you from a different, you got your Cook hood, but it's still like 6-7 block radius.
Flint, Michigan, y'all, north side, Dayton Ave.
Dayton Ave. So, I grew up with bootleg and, my kid's father. And, we just ran that. That was our hood. Yeah.
So how about the music? How did you like? I know you was freestyling. Like, did you ever
That's
jump
when
on?
Bone created Scambino Mob.
Okay.
Him and Key, the Birdman. Rest in peace, Keith.
Rest up, Keith.
And we got Scambino Mob going, and just going all the way to Saginaw, the CG Piers. Shout out to G, UBU, and we were just going, laying it down, and I was just like the Scambino Mob first lady. Yeah. And that's hard. Yeah. That was hard back then.
Right.
Trying to be a female, because you got guys that just trying to talk to you. They ain't trying to really do anything, because they didn't take female rappers serious like that.
Right.
They looked at a female rapper like you trying to be a groupie or something. So you really had to be about that or grew up around that, which you had to bag up what you rapping about.
Oh, okay,
it's different now. You could just be a fun girl.
Right.
But back then, if you really wasn't about that life, or you know what I mean, or come from where we came from, it was just harder.
They probably was scared. They probably was scared to come get a verse from you though after seeing you, you know, rapping with them and everything. You probably intimidated some other rappers. Probably
But you know
was
what?
like, man, I ain't even finna go mess with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to get caught up in nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You know, back then it wasn't really a lot of people that was really going hard like they're going hard now.
Yeah.
When it was Scambino Mob, it was just, you know, we had Top Authority and then you had Dayton Family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just you had a few that was just out.
Like,
Right.
share,
You know,
subscribe.
and it was just, but now everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Which is good.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
good.
I
That's
like
good.
music, so I don't care. Each his own. If everybody got a style, everybody do it.
Right. It's great for the city. Great for the town.
It's
for
great
sure.
for the town. How is the town, by the way? May I ask?
The town is the town. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting back around, just, you know, doing it too. But the town is the town. It's on the up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's on the up. You know what I'm saying? Still little things here and there. We need to get together, you know what I'm saying? Cut down on the violence and everything. But the town, you know how the town is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always home for sure.
Exactly. It's always
Salute to
home.
Flint, man.
Flint Town.
Yeah. So,
That's how I got the name, though. Long story short.
for sure. So, after the music, like, did you ever take time out and just like fuck, I'm finna go hard with the music, or was the music just something on the side? You was like, I'm just doing this on the side. This ain't really what I want to do.
I wanted to take it off and go really hard. I was working on my own mixtape at that time.
Yeah.
But when Bone died and Key died,
Yeah.
I ran from the music
Okay.
because it was just like, once again, back then when we were coming up rapping, you had to really bag you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you were like a studio gangster, you know, you had to live to that.
Right.
And it was just like, that's when I ran from it. I didn't even want anybody to call me Yayo.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just like, I think it killed, when they were murdered, it killed a part of me and
That drive.
drive.
Yeah. And they probably was, you know, there for the studio, helping and everything,
Right.
and making
And it
shit
was-
easier.
Yeah,
I
and
know how it be.
And I just never wanted to do it again.
Right.
But it was Gemini
Okay.
that was trying to keep me. He was calling me, you know, checking on, you know, from Colette, you know, and I was in Atlanta, and he was like, you can't give up, you can't let go, you know. So it was like, but he would call me like, I got a concept for you, you know what I mean? But he kept in touch, like me and him kept in touch with each other for like 14 years before he came home.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he kept trying to keep it alive, like, well, you know, get your rest, because when I come home,
Yeah.
it's work.
Right. I feel
I'm
you.
like, whoa.
So you staying in Atlanta too?
I was in Atlanta for about 12, how many years? About 12, 13 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in the ATL. Shout out to the ATL.
Yeah, salute to the A and everything. Right?
I was 22. I stayed out there for a bit.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Shit. What's some of the other places you stayed at?
I'm in Vegas now.
Right. I know you out in Vegas.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what
out in
saying?
the West Coast,
How
you know?
How you loving that?
Man, I'm loving Vegas.
Is it the weather?
If I had to choose between Atlanta and Las Vegas, I like Las Vegas.
Yeah, I like Las Vegas too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Las
saying?
Vegas,
It's
man.
Cool. More of a TV.
Yeah.
Very cool. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a different kind. It makes me feel like Ginger from Casino sometimes. Like, this is my town.
Right.
My brother be staying on me like, you
Right.
tip everybody. I'm like, look, this is Vegas.
Speaking
Take care
about
of it.
Vegas, I know you be big on the betting and everything. Like, how you
On the
how
betting?
You, yeah, how you get into that? Like betting and everything.
Betting on sports?
Yeah, being a female.
Okay, but being okay, we gonna let
because
that go.
no, I'm just saying. You know,
Okay,
most
nah.
females like
Okay.
you know.
I like sport. I mean, growing up from Flint, Michigan, is the best city you can grow up from.
I swear.
I swear to God, shout out to my city,
You
because
gonna learn.
you gonna know about some sports coming out of Flint, you know, from Mo Pete to Mateen.
Right,
you know,
right.
Shout out, man, you gonna know it. Even, you know, the brothers, like shit, Mateen had a brother that was so cold on football.
Right.
Like, shout out to this, man, I miss the hood. Like, you gonna know.
Salute to the town, man.
Man, you gonna know about some sports. But being from there, when you get to a city like Vegas, you're going to automatically want to hustle.
Right.
And once again, look, let me just keep it real. I don't shut people off. I am very cool with people in the penitentiary.
Right.
Okay, whether you in state or fed, because you got a big life sentence, I'm still there. I keep in touch with my people. I don't turn my back on them.
Right.
So with that being said, my big homie Omar hit me from the feds.
Yeah.
And he the one was just really like, you in Vegas, there's no reason for you to ever be broke again. And I'm like, why is that? He was like, I can pick them football picks. I'll give you the pick.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm doing 4-pick parlays and hitting it bam, whoa, I got a good system going on. Where people was calling me hey, can you put a bet in for me?
Yeah.
But I made money off that.
Yeah, I already
and
know.
it was just I go out there and put that bet in.
So you know the ins and outs though, so you learned all that yourself, or just put by putting the bets in, I'm talking the parlays, the tees, and the buying the points and everything. Because I'm just saying this because I know from talking to you,
me and you chopped it up
talking about some
that.
bets, and I'm I know you know about
this.
That's
what I do that, but after a while when you go put that bet in, and then you talking to other people.
Yeah,
I mean, if you in that casino, everybody in there doing, hey, no, you should do it this way. And then the old heads, because I believe in listening to the OGs.
Right.
And they telling me, oh, you got to do this. Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
And every year I just kept getting better and better and better. And I'm like, God, am I a professional gambler now? Because I don't even play the tables.
Right.
But with football, I'm playing.
You winning?
Yeah.
I gotta tap in. There's still a couple. There's some games left in the season. I gotta tap in for sure.
And one thing I learned: don't fall in love with a team because it's business now. It ain't oh, you from Michigan, the Lions, your team. I don't have a team
unless it's the Cowboys. Y'all can love them.
No.
We all love the Cowboys.
No. Go Raiders. I'm with the Raiders then. But no, you can't get attached to the team. When you in this gambling thing, you can't get attached to the team at all.
Right. Besides music, sports, and everything, what else Yayo be doing?
Yayo is a professional dog breeder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been doing Frenchies.
Okay.
And American Bullies. So shout out to the bully world.
Hey, she is the bully chick.
Yeah,
y'all check her out on Instagram. She is the bully chick.
So Yayo kind of went to Vegas and converted, and kind of, like I said, when Bone died, Yayo kind of died, and I created this new, and I got a bully. Yeah. And let me tell you, this dog was so special. His name was Nipsey. And he was 100% razor edge. Shout out Dave Wilson, or just Nipsey Muzzle is what I called him. But he had the most biggest head.
Nipsey was your first dog?
That was my first bully.
Okay.
That was my first. I mean, back in the days, I had pits.
Oh, I mean, of course that, but I'm just saying, when you
when I got there, I got into the bully. Yeah, that's how I got into it in there, because I wanted a French Mastiff.
How did you get Nipsey? How you get Nipsey?
Okay, I got Nipsey. Shout out. No, I got him. Shout out to the Bully Factory, Reggie, and Slick out in San Diego.
Salute to Slick, man.
Yeah, they gave me my first dog. And got me in the game. Mitchie Slick, Wrong Kind Records, So that's how I got into the game.
Okay.
And then I was just sitting, sneaking to the shows. And I took Nipsey to his first show, and he came in second.
Okay.
And I was hooked. Because I was people was like, hey, where that dog come from? And, and I was just like, oh, wow, who he off from? He was a Little Rizzy son.
Right.
Anybody that know about Razor Edge know about Little Rizzy, Little Ro, but he was a direct Little Rizzy son. And Rizzy was my favorite dog at that time. Right. And my other favorite was King Kamali.
Okay.
It's these dogs got names. And
you so knowledgeable about all this.
Yeah, shout out the Pratts. King Kamali, that was King Kamali was the first and the only dog that was champed out in the first show. Okay. King came, he was just a true king. That was the dopest dog in the game, man. And I just had to have King Kamali and Little Rizzy blood. I started learning about the bloodline, like Manu in Hawaii, you know, Cassidy and
you went all the way
all the way, yeah.
Everything you say is so
you
foreign
don't even
to me. I don't know what
it's like a foreign language.
But I know what you on. You know, so I know what you're talking. So
and then it was just like after Nipsey, and then I had a sister Chanel, and Chanel was beating the males.
Damn.
In the ring, and I'm like, this female is hot. Like, look at this little pocket.
So hold on. So was you breeding Nipsey? Like, was you?
Yeah, we were going to get him breed, but you know what? We didn't breed Nipsey.
Okay.
Nipsey didn't. He had a breeding, and he lost the litter.
Okay.
But to get at the beginning of the story, that's how it brought me back alive.
Okay.
Them American Bullies. Yeah. Because I left Atlanta. I was in Atlanta and back and forth to Flint when Bone and Key got shot. And I left because Bone told me, don't never come back to Flint.
Right.
He was like, stay out of here, Yayo. I don't care. Go to Hollywood, stay in Atlanta, but don't never come back to Flint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like just read.
Share, subscribe.
So that's how them dogs really was such. Them American Bullies was just, they'll bring you back to life.
Yeah.
They like a real nigga dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you so real, like, and they smart.
Right.
And they had me right.
I feel like you really be talking to your dog. Like, you and your dog really can communicate.
I wouldn't even gain a lot of weight or anything because Nipsey, I had to do 3 miles. So I had to go walk and run 3 miles a day. Yeah. And by the way, I'm 47 next week. You know what I'm saying? But them American Bullies like to work you, so I never got a chance to grow old.
Right.
Where people think I'm a certain age, and I'll take that, but my bullies just kept me alive.
That's what's up.
You know, and that's what really counts. You know?
I seen you get into the fitness and like all that everything. Did the bullies cross you already?
That's what made me even more. I was already into it, even in Atlanta, but the bullies just made me because I wanted to look like my dogs, and you know my dog looked like me. You know, I was just so into the bully and bully chick. I needed to be, you know, I represent my dogs, they represent me, so I wanted to be in shape, looking like my dogs look. You know. So that's how that came about, and then I got into the French bulldogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got fascinated with them because they were smaller, but
yeah,
they
that's
were
the little
bully.
one. That's the other one. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I started, and then when Nipsey and Chanel,
the little one run things, don't it?
The little ones run things. Well, I had my bully raised the little one.
Okay.
So, and then when Chanel died, you know, she was about 12.
Okay.
You know, and before she died, I bought her a Frenchie.
Yeah.
Just to have, you know, because Nipsey gone, I'm like, oh my God, it was just me and her, you know. And then here we go again. So I bought her a little Frenchie. Yeah. And that Frenchie was just so cute, and she wouldn't bother it because she didn't like other dogs.
Okay.
But she and her was friends. So I named her Coco and Chanel.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good names. Mm-hmm. Coco and Chanel.
Now I got my stud Batman.
Batman?
Yeah.
What's Batman?
Batman is like my stud. Shout out to High Rollers. I had to call Mike at High Rollers, so that's just
so what like when you be like when you talking like that, like what you like you call them motherfucker and they put like man I want a dog, and they go breed what you want breed, like they breed two different what you want together type thing.
Oh, you think they creating it for us, like custom made? Nah, you know what? We just have a vision of what the dog should look like and better to breed.
Yeah.
And we put it so when it comes to the Frenchie, I just like what High Roller's doing. High Roller might, you know, really like had the dogs.
Yeah.
And he didn't even care about advertising, but you go into the yard like, oh my God, I gotta have it. Mike, can I do a breeding? You know, and that's just how it is. But it's a lot of people that they got their own lines now. Like shout out to Bayline with the Frenchies, and then you got the Fluffies. Okay. Shout out to King Worthy. But it's just Sin City Frenchies. It's a lot, you know. But we just create what we like. Right. That's all.
Since we are talking about Vegas, you know, what I'm saying the bullies and everything, man. I know it's bad incident that happened out there, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago. And I know you was out there working at it at the Mandalay Bay and everything.
Right. Yeah, like, I was at the Route 91 country music concert.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to everybody who lost their life that night.
Yeah. And that was a nightmare. Like, it seems
Let's
like...
talk about it. Hold on, let me get this for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just seems...
If you want to talk about it, because I know it's a very sensitive...
You know what? It's time to talk about it. You know what I mean? It is. I mean, I can probably get through it without crying, but, hey, we real, right? So if I got to cry, it's just... I suffer from PTSD.
Okay.
And, what a lot of people don't know is just... I learned a lot about PTSD from that shooting. Right. Because it was just such a shock. We didn't even really know that it was a shooter. We thought it was fireworks. Right.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure. I thought some people said it was fake, but talking to you, I know it wasn't fake because,
No, it was real.
Yeah.
And, people, it's two types of soldiers. You got your hood soldiers, but you got some real soldiers that be going across and really,
right.
And that's what they go through every day. Right. You know what I mean?
And y'all can Google it, you know what I'm saying? It happened in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. She was working that night. Like, can you just tell us, like, how, like, just the experience? I know it was scary. Like, what was you doing when it first, like, when it started?
What got your attention?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, like I said, we thought it was fireworks. So I grabbed my phone and thinking I'm supposed to record some fireworks.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. And somebody was like, everybody down. But how I knew, once again, via, street smarts, is growing up from Flint, one of my customers was a military.
Yeah.
And he retired from the military because this is a country music concert.
Yeah.
So he's a first line Marine.
Okay.
That's front line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I saw him with his Bud Light, like, I'm getting the heck out of here, that's when I knew something happened because you got to hurry up and put two to two together, or,
Right.
And I was like, if a Marine is running out, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I got to go. And we all got down because we didn't know where the shooting was coming from.
Damn.
Nobody knew. So it was like, imagine being friends with everybody drunk, having a good time, and we become enemies like this. Because everybody got out for themselves to run and save their life. It's real.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So that's how the trampling came. And then...
Did it, like, I know in the moment, you probably was, I know, but did it last long?
It lasts. It was long enough.
Yeah, right.
I think it lasts about 20, 22 minutes total. But we didn't know where it stopped.
Damn.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
We thinking it's somebody in the crowd. So they closed the gate and locked us in like cattle. It's so much more. And it's just like, and I was just like tripping, like, because we had to jump over.
Yeah.
Injured and I ain't never seen that like that.
Damn.
If somebody's shooting at me, it's because I done did something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just so shocking
share,
to be
subscribe.
getting shot at for no reason, where I had to go to counseling for 2 years.
Damn.
And still every now and then I fall off, into the scene because it's like I took it personal.
Yeah.
And when somebody died, or something like that happened, the first thing you start feeling is guilt.
Right.
And then you have nightmares, and it was nights I couldn't sleep because I would jump out my sleep, or if you too loud, I can't go to events and just party and have a good time. My whole life is changed now. Like, I can't just like, hey, y'all want to go to, Beyonce? I can never go.
Yeah.
I can't even, it's hard for me to travel. Going through this airport, because in my mind, if somebody was fixing to go crazy, this would be something.
Let me get you some tissue.
Let me get some tissue. You know what I mean? Give me some tissue. I'm a human being, so I'm not like, thank you, baby. I ain't like scared to talk about it or whatever. I'm a human. I ain't no insecure person.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. I know it's
I'm
sensitive,
real. Like, you see your fakes and then you're real, but
I had to ask. I mean, so I hate to ask. I'm sorry I asked, you know what I'm saying? I know it's sensitive and everything, but I just wanted to know because, I mean, that's an experience. That's a
terrible
crazy experience.
And
like,
I don't wish that on
nobody. Right.
Where it's to the point, if I go to Chipotle and it's some soldiers or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's on me. Come on. You know what I mean? But the young, because they going over here and they go overseas.
Right.
They can just be walking and boom, a bomb.
Right,
And, you know, and I'm just like, I didn't sign up for this.
Right.
They did.
Yeah.
Salute to y'all. Like,
that shit crazy.
you know. So it opened up my eyes where now it's like I had to take a break from everything.
Right.
You know, I wasn't on social media anymore. And it was like trying to, but that's why I always say it's important to keep good people and mentors with you. So shout out to Jake.
Yeah.
Again, and
salute to Jake, man.
Jake the Flake, because he was so spiritual, connected, and he would just like try to snap me out of it.
Yeah.
You know, because people don't know mental hurts just as much as physical.
Right.
And it's like, you know, you'd be like, oh, I didn't know you was going through that. You should have told me. No, you should have checked on me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when they try to do some shooting and stuff like that, that's what they coming for.
Yeah.
And, you know, Jake was like, you just got to start working out, getting in there. It's time, you know, got to get you a new character again.
Yeah.
You know, where now I'm just like slowing down. But once again, those bullies, those Frenchies, when you down and out, you before people, them dogs be having your back, the loyalty that help you, like, come on, get out of bed.
They help you with your anxiety and all
your
that.
anxiety,
Yes.
where I still can't stand to travel. I only come home like once every 3-5 years.
Right.
Especially since that.
Do the plane mess with you? I mean,
Yeah.
Did you fly on this time?
Yeah, I flew. But, I mean, I got to do what I got to do because I can't stop living, but it's just the anxiety.
So you be nervous? Like what?
Yeah, because now it's like, all you think about when you experience something like that, how can I get away?
Right.
And when you in the plane, you don't have no control.
Right.
Ain't no way. So now that's where you be on there just praying.
Right, I see what you're saying.
I hope no bullshit happen.
Right,
you know what I mean? At the airport, I'm nervous because it's a lot of people, but I'm always looking for my way out.
That PTSD
That
real.
PTSD is so real, but what's really real is a lot of people in our hood, among black men, period.
Right.
You can't get pulled over by a police.
We nervous as hell.
We nervous and stuff. So it's a lot of us, men too, suffering from that, especially here in Flint. We don't even trust the water because of what they did to us.
Right,
the government, who do we trust? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, we don't even know it, because I'd be like, God, why they act like that? Be like, you know what? Now that I know, he suffered from that PTSD. You know what I mean? Because people don't, they be thinking like, oh, well, what is it to do in Flint? But this was like the #1 murder capital city for 16, 17 years straight.
Right.
So just to think that we made it out, and I'm like, I knew I wasn't gonna die though, I had to say, because I'm like, if I can make it out of Flint, he ain't getting me. Right.
Yeah, you make
that's what I come out hurt, but shit,
we straight. Yeah.
And I could say that because that's what got me out.
Right.
Is somebody from Flint saying, well, when you get them butterflies, that's when you got to start boxing. Like, somebody trying to fight you. Them butterflies come, you better start swinging.
Right.
And when them butterflies came, I just started running like it's time to go.
Man, that's a blessing.
It's time to go.
That's
so,
a blessing.
Yeah,
that's
like,
a blessing. So
share,
I know you probably ain't never fucking with none of them festivals.
I don't really do them. But guess what? I still bartend them.
Oh, okay.
I do it. I bartend the Raiders game. All that.
Okay.
Yeah, I still, because like I
said, mean, but that ain't too. I guess it is kind of like the same type.
It's the same. It's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. You know why?
Yeah.
I hold 90,000 in the stadium.
Right.
The shooting was 22,000.
Right.
So I'm like, double, triple the numbers now.
But you're dealing with it. So,
I deal with it, but it's like, this is going to be harder if something, but that's a damn shame. You got to wake up and go to work or think like that. To go to a football game now.
Yeah.
But that's my new reality.
Damn.
Sad to say, but I just got to keep going and move on and read books, people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you my favorite book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Y'all hear that?
Whoa. That book right there, Napoleon Hill having a conversation with the devil. And the devil was like, that's how I control you if you fear.
Check that book out.
Check that book out. And then that's when a lot of my symptoms started going away.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, you go to church, the preacher tell you this all the time, but imagine the devil told you his damn self.
Right.
God be damn.
That's crazy.
But I started reading a lot.
Yeah. Man, dang, that's crazy. Well,
Yeah, that's what helped me.
we wish the best for you, man. All the blessings and everything. Peace, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, man. It will come to you. I know it will because you're such a good person. You know, I appreciate you taking time out your day to even come on to my show.
But you, yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
had
saying?
like, what? I'm tapping in.
Right.
Gotta
Appreciate you
tap
so
in.
much. The bully chick. Y'all get with her, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, talk the bullies with her, you might want to get you one or get, do some breeding or anything. Get with her, DM her, you know what I'm saying? Tap in with her. Definitely. You in the real estate too. You be doing the real estate
I
field?
do the real estate.
Yeah.
I get into a couple of flipping. Me and my sister, shout out to the mastermind, but she, got rental properties here too.
Yeah, tap in, man.
Yeah.
Y'all tap in with Yayo, man. Y'all tap in. The bully chick, Yayo, man. The wonderful, the beautiful. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We definitely gonna do a part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate
Like,
you, man.
share,
Fam over
subscribe.
TV, chopping it up with Thou, man. Y'all tap in.
Bam over.
Chopping it up with Thou.